Welcome to the Blerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerds and Nerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. Everyone's back today. All three of us are here. How are you guys doing? Actually, before you get into that, if you are joining us for the first time, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see all of our visuals. We show a lot on this podcast. And thank you to all of our subscribers. Continue to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcast listening app of choice. How have you guys been? Jaja, it's been 2 weeks for you.
Been pretty good. You know, I went on vacation, went to Arizona to see some family, and had a really good time. So it was a good reset, refresh.
Yeah. How long were you out there? Like a week?
5 days.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you? I'm assuming you didn't do a lot of nerdy things while you were out there.
While I was out there, not so much. I was
Yeah.
doing a lot of, chilling with the family, sightseeing, going out, doing stuff. It was my little brother's birthday, actually, so
Nice.
celebrated that. And, yeah. But, I got home and did a couple of things.
Okay. What have you been up to?
You want me to start it off?
You got
I'll
go
start
first
it off.
because you weren't here last week. That's how it
Okay,
always
so
goes.
I've been, I'm kind of addicted to Game of Thrones again. So I've been watching that. This week I tried to slow down so I can squeeze in some nerdy things. I wanted to do a lot more nerdy things, but I think I got enough stuff done. So I'm watching Game of Thrones. I'm about to be on season 4, believe it or not. And what did I watch? I started Gachika Katua.
Giacoto?
Gotcha. Yeah. There you go.
I started that. Fire. I've been playing Pokemon Ruby, Omega Ruby, on my modded 3DS. So I'm gonna show that off. Omega
Nice.
Ruby. Got a bunch of games on here. Ton of games. So if anybody with 3DS laying around, eShops closed, mod that bad boy. What else have I been playing? Battlefield 6. I jumped on the beta to check that out because it's been going viral and it's pretty good. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And I did watch Eyes of Wakanda. I watched all 4 episodes of Eyes of Wakanda. I don't know if you want me to get into that right now, give my little review, or save that.
No, you could talk. No, go ahead. Talk about it.
I saw last week's episode. And first, before I talk about Eyes of Wakanda, I gotta say last week's episode was absolutely fire. And James, people are asking more for your rant, so we need some more rants from you. Shout out to the YouTube commenters. Yeah, they say you went on a tear last week, and I wish I was there because I had some responses to a couple things that were said.
You can respond to it
But-
now.
Yeah, we'll respond as we go on. But I watched Eyes of Wakanda, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic to see Wakanda from like a different perspective. And the MCU always like hinted at, we have all these Wakanda like secret cell, agents out in the field doing stuff. And it was cool that this show kind of like showed off what they, what that perspective looked like. I thought it was really dope. So I think you should watch it, Shannon, and so we can get a tiebreaker opinion on this. Even
How
though
do you know I haven't
cares?
already? How do you know I haven't already watched it?
We know you.
Because I watched last week's podcast.
Yeah, but how do you know
And
I didn't watch it this week?
Because you did not look like you had any interest in watching it.
Wow, don't judge me.
And I heard James rant about, everyone can like what they like, which is fine. And, the whole numbers thing, we shouldn't, bank on the numbers, even though the numbers are useful for some things. But no, we shouldn't base our opinion off the numbers, right? I watched Tokopi's Original Sin. Before I watched last week's podcast, I saw the first episode. And my review just from the first episode was, okay, the first half of the episode, I was about to come in here and flame Shannon up about how she hyped the show up. And,
Why?
It was super dark. Yeah, the super darkness. I get it. I get that the premise of the show. But I was like, okay, if that was it, then the darkness is the gimmick of the show. I get it now. But by the end of the episode, I was like, oh, okay, this is getting a little bit interesting. And as each episode went on, the way the story unravels, it was a pretty interesting story, and how each character was affected by Tokopi's original sin. Like everybody was affected, and then so I had watched the first episode. I heard James's rant, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna hate this show now." I usually lean towards James, opinion. But as I was watching it, I couldn't. I'm not gonna say I liked it after the first episode, but I was interested. I was like, "Oh, this is getting interesting," and it just kept getting more interesting. I was waiting for it to fall flat, but it just kept getting more and more interesting. And then by the time I got to the fourth episode, and I think the fourth episode is probably my favorite episode, the one about the boy that was involved and how he was affected and how he was trying to save her, and she reminded him of his mom, and that's why that attraction was there, and he just wanted to, do what he can for her. And then the whole older brother thing, and I just went to Arizona to see my two younger brothers, and one of them is expecting my youngest brother is expecting a baby now. So I forgot to mention that. Congratulations to my younger brother.
Nice.
But I related to that. Like putting your hand on the shoulder and being like, "Yo, bro, if you got any problems, you can talk to me about it. Like we can figure this stuff out." And like that hit me. So that fourth episode was fire. And then I saw the titles for the next two episodes.
Mm-hmm.
To You from 2016, and then it was like To Everybody from 2022. So those are references to AOT, of course. And I did hear James joke last week. I don't know if you were connecting it with Tokopi's original sin about hopefully Jaja doesn't join the Attack on Titan hype. Or were you just specifically talking about Attack on Titan? But the last two episodes of Tokopi's original sin reference Attack on Titan heavy. Did y'all peep that?
Nope, I did not.
Yeah, look at the titles. The titles to the two episodes, you all know off the bat this is going to be some Attack on Titan stuff. So then when you find out, spoiler alert, I'm sorry, I should have said this before my review, because that's one thing we got to get better at, spoiler alerts. But when Tokopi, you find out that Tokopi lost all his memories, and he was there before dealing with the bully.
Mm-hmm.
And he really came back in time to take out the main character that we thought.
Yeah.
How that thing changed, and I thought it wrapped up really good. And then let me preface that, but before I even saw the anime, the channels that I go to for anime recommended this and they said it. They said, "Hey, the darkness is going to hit you in the face with darkness, but it's really about the story and the plot that, comes after." I hate to agree and just, copy somebody else's opinion, but it was exactly that. Like the darkness of it was like the gimmick, but it was really the plot and the characters and how everything connected and wrapped up that really got me. So I would have to, I'm going to have to be on the bandwagon of this show. It was pretty, like, it was great. It was a good show.
Would I ever lead you guys astray? That's all I have to say. Okay.
Yes.
So that's just.
Wait. James. That's crazy. But
it is getting a lot of hype right now, but I can see why. I'm not going to be mad at those people who are like, "Yo, this was a masterpiece," because I honestly want to watch it over and like really digest it, because I was fighting with the main character. Like I don't know if they wrote her to be a likable character, because they
definitely didn't. Of course not. They didn't. She's not a likable. She
was starting to do some stuff that I was like, "Wait, you're turning heel a little bit."
Yeah,
but,
yeah. She's not. Well, but then that's the whole thing of the story, because it's like, I don't know, like she wasn't, like, towards the end you kind of see like she kind of was not a great person, but everyone had their own individual set of circumstances that kind of forced them to be that way. That's why it was a good show, because it kind of like, I feel like towards the end you think something differently about everyone, where like you started off thinking one thing about everyone, and then like towards the end, except for the boy, I forget his name, kind of, but like you think a certain way about everyone, and then like at the end I feel like they're all completely different. So
what I would say, and I'm not like discounting James's opinion. I understand this show this show is not for some people, it's not for some people. Like when it first started, I thought I was watching 13 Reasons Why, and instead it was and instead it was one person. Why? The bully was the main push. But then you find out all the stuff happened with Marisa Chan. Marisa is what
Marina.
the girl's name? Marina.
Yeah.
You find out all the stuff happening with her, and then I started to care more about her than the actual main character. So, and if you didn't watch, like, if you just like read someone's summary of the show, I don't think you're gonna really, because it's the way it's written and like the way it plays out. That's the beauty of it. But I mean, I understand if it's not for some people. Like, it's
Yeah.
definitely intense and like kind
It
of
is
dark.
intense. Yeah, it
And
is.
yeah,
It's very dark.
a
Yeah.
lot a lot of girl on girl violence. That was pretty. We don't usually see stuff like that, and it
Yeah.
was like, yeah,
It is intense.
it was
And
that.
first of all, why are you and James acting like I was praising this show as like the best thing that I've ever seen? I never said that. I never said that.
No, I'm not saying you.
Like,
I'm talking about the. I'm talking about the hype online. This show is,
No, I
is
know.
going viral.
But in the beginning, you said that I hyped it up too much, and I'm like, I didn't though.
No, you hyped up the darkness. I was mad that you hyped up the darkness. I thought it was like, okay, if that was what's happened, and
Got it.
right,
Okay.
now they're going,
Okay.
oh, we have the happy machine that can go back in time. Now we're gonna fix this. And then when the happy machine broke, that we couldn't go back in time, I was like, oh, this is okay. Now what's gonna happen? Now let's see. And
Yeah,
then
you gotta let it. You gotta let
I
it.
thought it was dope. I thought it was dope.
Yeah, you gotta let it cook. Like, you can't just judge it off the first 20 minutes, which is what you were doing. But I'm glad that you liked it towards the end of it. But yeah, I don't lead you guys astray, even though James didn't like it. That's all good. It's all good. But apparently I would lead you guys astray, to James's point. It's fine, James. It's fine. I would like to know another time I led you astray. Name it right now.
House of Dragons.
Well, that's just a you problem. You don't like Game of Thrones, and it's totally fine that you don't like Game of Thrones. I'm not gonna fault you for not liking it, but it's a good show. It's a good show. So,
And then I just want to mention 3 shows that I'm got on my high on my watch list that are
Okay.
pretty popular. Well, the first one's not so much. Bullet. It's an anime on Disney Plus, and
Ugh,
it
okay.
looks pretty cool. So I'm trying to watch that. And then Alien Earth was like going crazy on Hulu right now. So it's a show. It's like a sci-fi show. So I might check that out. And then
That's new.
the next
Wait,
anime,
did that just come out?
yeah.
Yes, it did. Okay.
And then the next anime I think I'm gonna watch is Cleavitas. It's this
Okay.
anime on Crunchyroll that's people are praising. So I'm going to check those 3 out. And did you guys know? I'm sorry I'm taking long with my nerdy
No,
thing.
go
But
ahead.
did you guys know that YouTube, like if you're into Pokemon, they have like these National Geographic channels that are like Pokemon National Geographic. So Geographic. Like one is called Pokemon Planet. You got Poke Earth and then Poke National. And it's like literally like somebody narrating like Pokemon National Geographic, like BBC Planet Life, Planet Earth type shows. I don't know if you guys are into that, but I love Planet Earth and BBC Life and all that stuff.
I'm not surprised that makes sense to me that like they would make
It's
something like that.
pretty epic. So I'm gonna end my nerdy things there. I'm gonna
Okay.
yeah.
You haven't been playing anything? Did you say that you were playing anything?
I jumped into Battlefield 6. I haven't really like I've been playing Spider-Man still,
Okay.
but like yeah, I don't have a main game. Well, I'm playing a lot of Pokemon Omega Ruby, believe it or not. Like I've been playing that.
Okay. Nice. All right. Well, you did a solid. Well, you had this last week too, so. But I'm glad you liked Tokopi's Original Sin. So, my podcast homework was a success, I'll say. So, look forward to my next recommendation, guys. I can't wait to give it to y'all. James, what have you been up to?
I've got a couple things here. Let me grab my list. Usual weekly stuff. Gotta shout out Dr. Stone because it's absolute fire. I didn't see Kaiju number 8 this week. I didn't watch that. I have been binging though. I started watching Nana. It came out in 2006.
Wait, which one? Nana?
Yeah, Nana.
Wait, where did you find that? Because I never watched Nana either, and I wanted to watch that. Is it on Hulu?
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu? Okay.
Yeah. So I've been watching that. It's I'm actually almost done. It's 47 episodes. I'm at like 35.
I'm about to jump on that train because I was looking for that the other day, and I looked on Crunchyroll, and I didn't look anywhere else. So, nice.
Yeah, pretty good though. A lot of people suggested it to me because they said there's a lot of fashion involved. It's not about fashion at all. I don't know why people are saying that. I mean, they do change their outfits, but they don't explicitly talk about like, oh, let's go shopping. I mean, they mention fashion brands and stuff like that, but yeah, it's not about fashion. But it's a slice of life about two
Yeah.
girls who have a lot of things in common. They're both named Nana, but like their lives just intertwine more and more. They met like just by chance on the train, and then yeah, their lives just keep intertwining. There's some romance elements. It's actually mostly romance. I mean, there's some other drama stuff, slice life. Some girls basically moved to Tokyo, and now they're trying to make it in a big city, doing various things. So one of them is like a rock star. The other, well, wants to be a rock star, and the other one is just a regular person.
Okay.
Working a regular old job or trying to work regular jobs. So yeah, pretty interesting story. I definitely have been binging, so I've been hooked on that. I did start reading a new book though. It's called Let the Games Begin. I actually got it here. Check us out on YouTube. But Let the Games Begin, romance novel. It's about a track star, and yeah, so that's why I'm reading it, because the main character is a track star. Well, the guy. I don't know if it's like co-main characters because it's a girl too, but but yeah, Barnes and Noble, they had a romance novel sale. I think it was 3 for $25.
Oh, so you actually bought it. You didn't rent it.
Yeah, I bought this.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
I bought a couple other ones, but I mean, this is the first one I'm reading. But yeah, they had a 3 for $25 sale, so had to pick it up.
Nice.
What else Wait, did I read anything else? Nah. Gaming, just been Marvel Rivals, ranked up. I'm in the top 5% of the player base if anybody wanted to know. So,
Are you?
My teammates are garbage. My teammates are actually garbage. Yeah, I've been sweating it up on Marvel Rivals.
Top 5%? That's pretty good, James.
Yeah, and then
You need to go enter a tournament or something.
I gotta find some reliable teammates. Well, my friends that I play with, they're pretty good. And then lastly, I watched Ninja 2. So that movie, they had a screening in the United States.
Oh, they did. We talked about that, and I didn't go. Wait, when was it? Last weekend?
It was.
I
on
did.
Monday.
I thought it was
last week Monday.
Oh, I got those dates horribly mixed up. I thought that was coming up. First of all, well, I forgot all about it. That's one thing. But I thought it was like in later August. I didn't know it happened already. Was it good?
Yeah, it was
living
great.
up to the hype. Yeah.
So, well, also shout out to Plus Ultra because they were able to secure some tickets. So it was actually free. I didn't have to pay it all. I got to go see it for free. But yeah, that movie was great. The animation was so good. It was jarring almost. Like it looked
Really?
almost weird how good it was. Yeah.
I'm so mad I missed that.
And it had really good fight sequences. So like the fights weren't like just showing off cool, flashy animation. Like they were like well choreographed fight sequences.
Yeah.
And the story was good too. It was dubbed in English, so I didn't have to read subtitles the whole time. But yeah, no, it was amazing.
Dang, James, you should have reminded us that was happening. I
didn't know if it was like just a Plus Ultra thing that they were doing here in VA. I didn't know if it was like across the nation that they were having. But I feel like it's probably going to be in theaters because it's in the US now. So
wait, so maybe I didn't.
Maybe it's coming to theaters.
Maybe I didn't miss it. How do you spell the
NE_ZA? Yeah, and then also I didn't feel like I was lost without having watched the first one. So they did a little bit like not a recap, but it explained the story well enough that you didn't feel like you had to see the first one.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I thought. But like I didn't feel lost watching it without. I mean, since it is a sequel, without having seen the previous movie. So yeah, definitely incredible movie.
Well, they're still showing it near me, so I might go see it.
Yeah,
it says that it's releasing on August 22nd.
In IMAX too. Oh wow, I might have to see that.
So you're seeing showings already, Jaja? Because it's saying that it's not releasing till the 22nd.
I got a showing on Monday. Only one showing on Monday at 7:00 here in IMAX.
All right,
so
well,
only at 2 theaters. So I don't know if that's a preview, a screening, or something like that. I'm gonna check it out. But yeah, this movie, it's breaking all types of records. I want to see it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try some way to see the first one too. I'm gonna see if I can see that one before I see the second one.
I tried to look it up, the first one, but I couldn't find it. And then the second one, like I didn't think it was coming to U.S. theaters because it had not come to theaters yet. It has been months since it dropped, so I was like, what's going on? But I thought it was going to come to digital first, but yeah, it actually showed in theaters. So I think I've seen it in IMAX. I was at a different movie theater than I normally go to, and it definitely has IMAX screens in there. So, but yeah, no, that movie was fire.
I'm about to go see it tomorrow too. I found a screening near me also.
There you go.
Yeah, it's only on Monday though. Yeah, people bought tickets. I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah, check it
Thank
out.
you for reminding us, James. Thanks for reminding us. What else? Is that it? What else have you been doing?
Oh, wait, I got some Spider-Man comics here.
Nice.
I'm actually up to date now. Well, I needed to read this new one, but number 36 here, I got a variant cover. The normal cover looks a little bit different, but Miles with his sword made his own shield out of webbing. Pretty tough. And then also I got this comic. I seen it in the store, in the comic store, but Marvel Rivals. If anybody actually plays the game, you're probably familiar with what this looks like. But the Hellfire Gala, that was a previous season's theme. I didn't read that comic yet, but I do plan on reading both of these this week.
Nice.
But yeah, I didn't know Marvel Rivals comics were physical. I knew they had a comic, but I thought it was digital only, and I hadn't gotten a chance to read it. But since I seen it in a comic store, I went ahead and picked it up.
Nice. All right. I guess I'll go. Okay, so I've just been doing my I call it my weekly anime maintenance. So that's just like watching the shows that are currently airing. So the Summer Hikaru died. Are you up to date on that, James, or have you fallen off?
Oh yeah, I did watch that. Yeah.
Okay. This last episode was good because I'm like, I don't know. Do you like the show, or like how are you feeling about it at this?
It's a lot of mystery. I don't know what Hikaru is. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't think Hikaru knows what Hikaru is, but
yeah, I think that's what we're starting to learn.
Some strange stuff is going on.
There's a lot of strange stuff.
Allegory for some other stuff going on.
Sure.
No, it's definitely interesting.
It is.
If you're into mystery and like some slight horror elements.
Yeah, there is a slight horror. There is a slight horror element to it for sure. Yeah, this last episode was good because like the main character decided to actually like do something. Like the whole show, he's kind of like brooding and like moping that his friend. Well, I don't want to spoil it because I don't know, Jaja, if you're planning on watching it or not.
I was gonna check it out. This is another anime that's going kind of viral right now.
Yeah.
And on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, yeah. But I'm gonna keep watching it. It's good. Watching Dan to Dan still. I'm not up to date though because I am behind like one episode. So I was trying to catch up this morning, but I didn't have time to finish it. But Dan to Dan, I like this season a lot. It's really good. What else have I been watching? I think that's it for my anime this week. I need to catch up. Kaiju number 8. I think I'm gonna let a couple more episodes air of that before I watch that. Just because it's a lot to keep up with animes week to week. Like 5 animes at once, week to week, jumping back and forth to different shows. So I'm gonna just let that build up. What else have I been watching? That's it for anime, yeah.
To Be Hero X, no?
I mean, I haven't watched any more of it since last week. But I did watch.
I
watched 4 episodes.
I think that if you get further into the show, I think you're gonna like it. There's some story arcs that I think you would like.
I don't dislike it. Last week I said I liked it. It's just that I just didn't get a chance to watch it this week. But I do plan to watch more of it. I swear. It's
kind of like an anthology. Like there's arcs that are just about it. They're so self-contained that it's. I don't want to say you're watching a different show, but it's like, all right, this is a completely different happenings going on somewhere else.
I like it. I like the idea of it. I like the premise of it. I will watch it. But yeah, I just gotta, there's not enough time in the day. I played. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I played Astrobot yesterday. I popped it in. I played like 4 levels.
It only took 6 months.
It hasn't been that long, has it?
Wait, when did I see you last?
You saw me.
Blerd
when did you get Blerd? Oh God, that was in March. Oh yeah, you're right. It has
5 months.
Just 5 months. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I was playing some other stuff, but I played it. I played like 5 levels. It is fun. It's a fun game. I'm having a good time. Jaja, I know that you said I know before we had mentioned like, and you were like, oh, maybe they'll send Astrobot to Xbox, but I don't think that Astrobot will ever go to Xbox. Like that game is so heavily PlayStation coded. I don't understand how they would ever bring that game to another console. So you should not.
All right, we're stamping it. This podcast, whatever number podcast this is, because I think it's coming.
Well, because then they would have to change a lot of stuff because there's
no, they don't. As a person who plays Xbox, I would not mind a whole bunch of PlayStation logos in my game, and that's not that crazy.
I guess. I mean, their spaceship is a PlayStation console, and then I don't know, they're
that's
riding
cool.
around on a PlayStation controller.
That's cool.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they still could.
I want the PlayStation experience. Like, I want the game to be the game it was when it won Game of the Year. Don't change nothing. Like, it's cool.
Then I'm not convert.
I don't need to see Xbox brands on PlayStation. No, we're good. We're good.
You should convert then. Convert to a PlayStation if you want the PlayStation experience. No, I'm kidding.
Well, now the real tough part about that is a lot of the features are like built into the PlayStation controller. So like you wouldn't get the same sort of enjoyment if you're like, let's say mouse and keyboard or even Xbox controller, because like some of the haptic stuff that's going on with the controller is, part of what makes the game, the experience that it was.
Okay, I get that. I got you.
But I would be curious if someone played it on something else and then played it on PlayStation. Like you'd be like, okay, this is a night and day difference of my gaming experience right now.
I mean, that's a good question for the port. Like, if it were to be ported, they would have to figure that out. Like, how to make the controller, part of, those features ported over too, or will they be ported over? That's interesting.
Yeah, but I'm having fun, so I'm definitely going to try to play a little bit of that today too.
Are you finding all the bots or are you skipping some?
So there's one. So far, I found all the bots. So in the second level, I like missed 3 bots, and I was like, where the heck did I miss them? So I had to go back. It was really bothering me, so I had to go back. And it's like, yeah, it's really easy to miss because like there's like little secret little places to go and like little crevices. So no, I'm not finding all of them. So I am having to go back and look for them. So they do a good job hiding them. And the bots are cool. I like how some of them are like dressed as like characters from like iconic PlayStation games. So that's cool. Yeah. So I like it. There you go, James. I told you I was going to play it. I told you I was going to get around to it. You will have Astrobot return to you the next time I see you. I swear.
Next time you go on a money spending spree.
Oh no, wait, that's not true. Wait, oh maybe. Are you coming to New York in October still? I'm gonna have it back to you by then.
2 more months.
You heard me say it. There's time still. Okay, so I did that. So that's pretty much all I've been playing and watching. Yesterday, I went shopping with some friends yesterday, me and Spivey, friend of the pod, and our friend Nina. We went shopping at a mall, at the Tangram Mall in Flushing. They had a huge Minoso, which is a store that I love. They had a huge One Piece pop-up that's been there for like the last 2 weeks, I think. And this was the last weekend, so we went to go see it and buy some stuff. I didn't buy anything because I don't want to be a One Piece poser. I wouldn't even call myself a fan of One Piece. I'm just like somebody who's watched One Piece a little bit. I know.
Yeah.
But the
Grand Line tattoo.
Oh, did you guys plan that? Okay.
No, I just have my One Piece one. This is my tattoo artist shop.
All right, that's your tattoo shop, so I guess. But still, though, the references are there. So I didn't buy anything from the One Piece pop-up shop. Spivey bought a bunch of stuff. Not to put her on blast. She's going to listen to this. She bought a bunch of stuff, and then she wanted to buy more stuff. But I did spend a lot of money yesterday on other things. I hate to admit this about myself, but no shame. I have fallen deep, deep, deep into blind box culture. Are you guys familiar with blind box, the blind box craze that's going on right now?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a craze, but I'd be itching to buy a blind box.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot. I think it started with Labubus, honestly, and then it has expanded from there. So like now there are blind boxes of everything, especially like the plushie blind boxes. I'll show you guys. And I hate to admit it as well, but I have also, listen, guys, I have a Labubu now, but it was gifted to me for my birthday. So I did not buy one, but it was a gift and it's the only one I own.
You didn't buy your first one. Okay, I was going to say.
No, I'm not going to buy anymore. I'm not going to buy anymore. But because they're hard to find, and I'm not one of those people that are just like, and then like there are stores that resell them, and I don't want to pay $70 for a Labubu when it costs $30 retail. Anyway, but this is mine. He's in a little plastic case because I don't want to get him dirty. But this is it. It was thank you to my mother. She bought it for me for my birthday. But this is the only one I have, and this is the only one I will have. But I have tons of other blind boxes that are not Labubus. So like mainly our shopping trip yesterday was like a blind box shopping trip, and I spent a lot of money on blind boxes. I'm not going to disclose how much, but I spent a lot. But one that you guys will care about, maybe, I got this Naruto one. So this is Naruto blind box. And then like, so you could get any of these characters in your blind box. And then there's like a secret one. So like you have a chance of getting any of these. And then there's like a 1 in like 2 chance, or like depending on the blind box, like there's different ratios depending. You have like a 1 in 72 of getting a secret one. So I've never gotten a secret one, I'll say. But I'll just show you the one I did got. Not yet. I did get the Naruto one, though, so I was happy about that. Look how cute he is. Yeah. And so these are like bag charms. Like, they go on your bag. So I got a bunch of these, and this is the one I got yesterday. So, and I got many more yesterday, but I won't show them all. So that's the rabbit hole I've fallen down.
Nice.
Can I say something really quick that's going to be really funny?
What?
I'm going to break the fifth wall a little bit. But my app is acting a little weird, so I literally can only see James, and you're like a big black screen. So I'm glad James can see you, so because that means it's not your camera messed up, but like I saw nothing. So I'll be watching this pod on Tuesday to see your Labubu stuff, and I just thought that was pretty funny, you know.
No, I'm sorry, Jaja.
No, my app is weird. We're gonna fix it next week. I'll have this fixed next week. Don't worry.
Missed the experience. Okay, yeah. So I got a bunch of blind boxes yesterday. So it's a fun hobby that's going on, and I'm interested to see how long this craze is gonna last. But yeah, I'm surprised. I don't know if like they're big on blind boxes in Florida, but like when you go to When you go,
I'm sure.
yeah, because like people wear them on their bags now. And it's like very popular. And like when you go into certain places in the city, especially in Flushing, like literally everybody has a bag charm on their bag now. And it's like, wow, I found like literally everyone. So I'm like, oh, I'm amongst my people here. I don't have to feel weird about this. But like, yeah. So it's like a huge thing right now.
I think I have some blind box stuff that I got from Japan that I just never opened.
Yeah.
But they're like bag charms. Yeah, they're bag charms.
Yeah, some of them are bag charms. Some of them are like just like figurines, like the one I got when you were like here last, like this like little Sanrio one. Some of them are like figures. Yeah. So yeah, they're different ones. So it's cool.
Oh yeah, I bought those shoes that were a blind box that one time.
Who bought shoes that were a blind box?
No,
You?
I did. It's the Asics Marvel. I opened it on the pod actually. I got the Wolverine.
Oh, you did.
Oh yeah, yep.
You did. Yeah, so they're making blind boxes out of everything now, and like I don't really know if everything needs to be a blind box. I don't think I would buy. Well, it depends, right? Because like for sneakers, like I would have to look at all of them that are available and make sure that like there's not one pair that I wouldn't mind getting, because then I would be pissed off if I got a pair that I really didn't like. So
Yeah, I eventually went back and bought the pair that I actually wanted, the Storm pair, and they come with collectible cards too. So the Storm one that I have is like 1 in 299, but the Wolverine one is like 1 in 7,000 or something like that. So.
yeah. But that's like a rule of thumb for a blind box for me. Like if I look at like what the options are that I could get and there's like one or two that I really don't want, then I won't buy it because I'll be upset. But then you can like, a lot of stores let you trade too. It's like an open, like if you open it and like you don't like the one that you got, like if they have some on display that you want, like a lot of times they'll let you trade and stuff like that. So it's cool. It's like a fun little hobby thing.
Nice.
I won't be buying.
I was just thinking this, but isn't the blind box like the real life version of like the gotcha system?
Yeah, basically.
IRL loot boxes.
Basically. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's fun. I won't be buying many more though because I don't have any space to put these things. But yeah. So that was my week this week. It was very nerdy. Yeah. Let's get into some news though, because we have spent a lot of time talking about nerdy things.
Yeah, we were super nerdy this past week.
What's going on this week?
Yeah, a couple things are going on. So when I saw this thing that we're about to talk about right now, I really wanted to make sure we talked about it with Jaja, because Jaja, you're playing Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers, right?
Yeah.
So they have a new patch right now that some people are mad about, and it doesn't seem like a lot of people are mad about, but it's kind of bordering on the line of like it's kind of fueling the censorship conversation that's been, we've been talking about censorship for a little bit now because there's been a lot of things that are affected by censorship, but like this is kind of like the latest things. So it's made some changes in its newest patch. So like you can no longer kill NPCs, right, in the new patch, and like I don't know if it's all bosses or some bosses that can't be killed anymore. Like instead, like they become exhausted and like run away or like flee or something like that. And I think they removed the pray gesture that was also in the game. And this is like stemming from Chinese players who are upset about being able to kill historically significant characters from the Ming Dynasty, because it is like the game is like historical fiction, obviously. So the new patch has removed all of that, and some people are mad about it. Jaja, I want to know, have you played at all since the new patch came out?
I haven't played the new patch, so I'm not sure how this affects the game in playing it. But I mean, just by what you just mentioned and just briefly reading the article, I don't know how I feel about this, because I know we have issues with censorship and stuff, but I was trying to look up the company, and I'm just thinking of if it's like a Chinese company that made the game, I can understand them doing this to just respect the culture and stuff like that. I don't know how that would go down if it was a Western company. I mean, I'm not completely mad at it. I just don't know how it affects the game and the gameplay and stuff like that. It seems like it makes the game a lot easier. There's certain areas of the game that a lot of people, there's a lot of people that you can't fight now. But I mean, I don't know. I don't have a take because I haven't really got that. I haven't played the pack, so I don't know what the differences are. So I might have an updated take on this next week, maybe. But so far I am kind of neutral. I don't really have a.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like, because it doesn't look like they've changed any major plot points. But I mean, the fact that like the bosses can't die anymore, like I don't know how that plays into specific parts of the story. Again, I haven't played this game at all, so I'm not one to speak about this either. But it seems like it's a pretty mixed reaction from people. Like, to your point, Jaja, like some people, like understandably, it is a Chinese company that made the game. So understandably, it's like a culture thing. So that's understandable. But then they made it that way in the first place. So this is, I guess, just bending to pressure from Chinese citizens as well. But then you have the other half. This game is kind of popular in the West as well. So I can see why people would be torn about this, because then you have people in the West that don't really understand the reasons why people would be upset about it from China.
And I'm just looking at some of the complaints. It looks like it's the dialogue, and like the way they had to change it kind of made some things like corny, I guess, and just like instead of the boss dying, he like tells you it was all just a trial, and actually the path you're on is good. Ha 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 ha. Like that's kind of like lame, but I mean, I would have to see how it is in playing it. I mean, I'm not mad at them protecting their culture like that. Like, so I don't.
But then, can you consider it a form of censorship though, even if they are protecting their
100%?
Yeah,
1000%.
Okay. But then if it's okay because it's protecting their culture, then like what? Because then where then do you draw the line at censorship? It becomes. But
that's why
I'm. Yeah.
That's why I was saying, like, if it was a Western company, I don't know if they would have just changed it just because Chinese players are upset about it. You know what I mean? I don't know how that would go down. And should they change it is the other question. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think they should change it, because it's like, I mean, everyone has the right to say what they want to say and express their own opinions, and you just don't. If you're not with it, then you're not. You don't have to look at that type of stuff. If you think it's an attack on your culture, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, but that's basically that's kind of what some people are arguing. But then it's like, if they which they did, they changed it. So it's like it is a form of censorship. But like, I guess if we're letting this slide, it's then kind of hard to define what's okay. Like, it just becomes. Every act of censorship done just creates more of a slippery slope into like what's acceptable and like the circumstances under when it's acceptable, but like it's still basically censorship. So
it's interesting how like the laws for virtual reality is like people are trying to like make laws for that, and we gotta apply that to all the laws we have in real life. You gotta apply to virtual reality. Like they're trying to like, can you do crimes in games like in general? We got to respect, like, I mean, historical figures, and like, do you have to make them historically accurate every single time, or you can't, like, I don't know, you can't talk about God in video games. Like, what's it gonna?
But then that's the thing, understanding that some video games are historical fiction, but then like at the end of the day, video games are supposed to be a fun outlet. Like, it's not supposed to represent anything in real life. So I feel like sometimes we take these things too far when we're worried about like public outrage from certain things. I don't know.
Honestly, I think if this was a Western company, they would have put one of those messages at the beginning of the game. Hey, these are not historical accurately figures. You can, they would have said some message that would have tried to clean it up, maybe. You know what I mean? That would have been their way of addressing the outrage. Like, listen, we put in this is just a creative expression. This is like a figure of imagination. This is all made up. You know what I mean? Interesting. Very interesting.
I feel like there's probably some governmental pressure in there too. So that probably is a big part of it. But yeah, so I can understand why people aren't happy about it. And I can also understand why people don't really care. But you should care.
I really want to, because I want to know how they feel in like, I would like to know how they feel more in China, like the general gamer, how they feel about it in China.
Well, I think that was part of I think the general gamer is kind of upset. I think that was part of like why it was taken down. Like if you go on, like if you like browse to the Steam page, like there are people that are upset about it, and I think that's like where it came from. That's where it stemmed from. Was
okay.
Like complaints from like Chinese players.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's just something to keep. It's just a slippery slope of censorship, because it's like there are really the limits of censorship are kind of blurry, because like, anyone can come up with a reason to censor their game and like give a reason why, but like, does that make it okay to do? But yeah, it's just interesting. I guess, Jaja, when you play it though, you have to let us know if it's really changed, if it's really that big of a deal, if you feel like it's changed anything for you or not.
But I think that, I mean, just to make my positions clear, I think there should be censorship
You think
to
there should
some
be
level.
censorship? Okay.
Yes. And we'll get into that. There's an article specifically that there should be some level of censorship in games.
Okay. Okay. I mean, do you want to just talk about that now since we're talking about it? Because I'm very curious to hear.
Well, there has been it's funny because this week I was watching a YouTube video. I don't have the YouTuber's name, but he pretty much detailed his experience on Roblox and how he grew up with Roblox and he ran into predators on Roblox and was groomed on Roblox and all this type of stuff. Eventually, when he, got out of that, he decided to go online and like try to find these predators and out them and working with the cops to get them arrested. And guess what Roblox did?
What?
Banned him,
Mm-hmm.
saying that they don't want vigilantes on their platform and all types of stuff. So he pretty much just put out a video trying to they banned him from Roblox, so he can't use he had a whole YouTube channel dedicated on Roblox. That's how he was making a living, and he was banned for trying to out the predators on Roblox. So now it's kind of becoming, I don't know if it's because of that one video, but people are reacting to that video and it's becoming a conversation because it's been known for a long time that Roblox is a very dangerous place. I've mentioned it on this podcast multiple times. Like I've seen it. I've literally seen family members when they're on Roblox, the type of stuff that happens on Roblox or that can happen on Roblox. I've seen horror YouTube videos. Roblox is a very dangerous place. So, and the problem is that the Roblox company isn't doing anything about it. Roblox is known to be a little kid's game and it has millions of games. Anybody could go on there and create a game. And it's like people are going in there making like the shower simulator, the bathroom, whatever simulator. And you got real creepy people on there like doing stuff and it's like, I don't even have the words.
I don't really understand how
It's
Roblox
disgusting.
works. I don't understand what kind of game it is or like how it works really.
It's basically a game where you can create other games in it. Like
it's like a
if you know how to
environment, basically.
Wait, sorry. What did you say, James?
It's like a sandbox environment, pretty much. So, like, you can go into Roblox and create your own game, and then people download that game to play like what you made.
Interesting. Okay.
But you use Roblox assets to do it. So it's not like you fire up Roblox and it's like, oh, I want to play story mode today. It's like, oh, what Roblox game am I going to play today? Like, it's like basically all mini games.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so they're all like their work, depending on how good the person is at making a game, they can be extravagant. Like they got World of Warcraft simulators in Roblox. They got Sonic Adventure simulators in Roblox. And then they got really, really bad games in Roblox and boring games in Roblox. But it's millions of games in there.
And so I'm guessing, I mean, it kind of sounds like there's really no good policing system into the types of games that are being created. Is there no system to like flag something that's inappropriate? That's what it sounds like.
Right.
But
seemingly so.
Okay. And also I was reading from this article that there's no like age verification system as well, because it's supposed to be a children's game, right? So, but I don't know like how they would go about verifying people's ages anyway. So I guess that's a gap. That's a flaw right there. But yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a really good way right now to monitor what's going on. But you think a game that's as big as Roblox, because I know Roblox is a pretty big game, you think a game that's as big as that would have more visibility and more protections in place from these types of things happening. So is it just that they don't
Roblox,
care? Like what's happening right now? I guess
I would argue that Roblox might be bigger than Fortnite.
Yeah. Oh, really?
That's how big Roblox is. It's huge.
But then
it's like a one-stop shop for little kids. You buy this game, and they just stay on Roblox, buy Roblox currency, and then not only are some of the games inappropriate that are being made, but like there's predators just like lurking in regular random children cozy comfy games, saying stuff into the chat that's crazy.
Yeah, but like if the game is so big, why are there not bigger security measures in place? So that to me says like, do they just not care? Money? Oh, wait, what do you mean?
Like moderate? Yeah, like it would cost the company money to put all these moderation things in place. So I think that's really the main hurdle. But also like, how do you moderate such a large environment as well? So
yeah, but like you would think,
primarily money. I'm sure it's mostly money.
I'm sure it's a money thing, but like the game is successful, right? Like don't act like y'all don't have money to do this.
Well,
But
that's
like
part of the problem is how fast it blew up. So they weren't
yeah.
able to keep up with the security measures, and now it's kind of like if they really do it, they're gonna have to spend a lot of resources and make a lot of overhauls to the game and start exposing. And not only that, you're gonna expose yourself to like you don't want to be labeled as the game with competitors on it. Like them doing something about
Well,
it acknowledges the problem, and they don't want to acknowledge the problem.
but them not doing something about it also like that can backfire on them fairly easily, right? Like I don't know, like
Yeah, it's
what
backfiring on them right now.
yeah. If your game is successful, you don't want your game to be shut down because you're like known because like that's what like I don't know. Investing in the security measures seems like even though it's a lot of money to do, seems like a great way to ensure long-term like longevity of your platform. And like you just kind of pacing a band like it, acting like it doesn't exist is basically a way to just like ensure an early grave for your game eventually. So it just seems like a stupid choice to not invest to make sure that your platform is safe for the children that it's marketed towards. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah, so the update is the one of Louisiana's top prosecutors is the attorney general actually is suing Roblox, calling the platform the perfect place for PDF files. That's what people
Mm-hmm.
are saying online.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're taking some type of action. We'll see what comes of it. And also, like some of the top streamers, I just watched a video on this. I don't have the streamer's name, but like the top streamers that are doing Roblox are starting to leave the platform because of this.
But and
They
they can
don't want to
see
be associated.
right.
Huh?
And that's exactly what I mean. That's what I'm saying. So like you not taking the time upfront to invest in proper security measures on your platform is going to lead to the demise of your game. People are not going to want to associate with your game anymore. Then that's it. Your game is just gonna that's it. It's gonna fail. It's gonna crumble and it's gonna die because you guys are not doing what you need to do to ensure that people are safe. And that just seems like a fairly obvious thing to do. Like this is a children's game. It's marketed toward kids. Let's make sure it's safe for kids. Like that's just common sense. And it's weird that it's weird that it's so easy for people of any age to just go on there and create anything that they want to. Like it just seems weird that there's no real way to monitor that and flag things. Like is it up to people? And is it up to people again? Because I'm very unfamiliar with Roblox. Obviously, I've never played it. So like, is it up to people to just flag things that are inappropriate, or like, are there any like system within the game that monitor like what's happening right now? Does anyone know?
Honestly, I haven't researched that,
Mm-hmm.
but I just
well, there's a
it doesn't
level of
seem like
moderation.
it.
It's just not up to par with what. It's easy to exploit their moderation, basically.
Yeah.
Like you can't just go up there and make anything you want because there is reviews in place, but
Yeah.
it's easy to get around some of the things.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you're able to make a game called Diddy Party is kind of insane.
Yeah, it is. Again, especially because this game is marketed towards children. So I'm gonna need them to do a little better because yeah, that's really gross and disgusting. And just like why is it so easy to let it happen? But if they're gonna sue, then that is rightfully they probably should get sued. They need a wake up call for sure. And maybe this will help them put the security measure, like kick them into gear to put the security measures in place that need to be there. But should have already been happening.
That'll be more expensive than up to snuff moderation because now they probably have to pay legal fees, fines, and then still do all the moderation that they should have done in the first place. So.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. A lot of people will probably come out with lawsuits and claims that their child went through this and that because of. There's actually been like, I mean, I don't want to get super dark of kids that have harmed themselves because of the grooming that was going on and the stuff they were being exposed to on the game. Like that was part of this kid's story on the YouTube channel that I watched. Like it's really bad. Like some of them, they get to chatting and take the conversations to offline, Discord or something like that, and now you just talking to a random stranger trying to meet up with you, and it's disgusting. It's too easy for it to, yeah. So the parents out there, learn parental controls, or I mean, Roblox is one of those games you need to be monitoring 1,000%. Disable the chat, look at the friends list your kids are talking to.
Yeah, and I would say that that's super important too because I feel like it's very easy for parents to just let their kids just like sit in front of the computer and just like play whatever they're playing, and like parents are like, oh, like they're occupied, so like I'm not. But like, I feel like it's very easy for stuff like that to go unnoticed. But yeah, I would say it's very important. Just like pay attention to what your kids are playing and doing, because yeah, it's wild out there. So, and while we're on the topic of, well, we kind of got off censorship a little bit, but I'm gonna go back to censorship really quickly and talk about PETA. So, and then you guys tell me if PETA's overreacting or not. So, PETA wants Mario Kart World to remove Cow, the character Cow, his nose ring, because the nose ring and cows, the meat and dairy industry use cows' nose rings to exploit, control, and drag animals to their death, which is very sad. So Cow, the character in the game, has a nose ring, and PETA wants them to remove it because of what it symbolizes. Do you guys think that this is something that Nintendo should comply with, or do you think that it's a little bit... What do you guys think?
I got no horse in this race. I don't think anybody cares that this.
I mean, neither
a nose ring like that, but I mean, I don't think anyone's thinking, let me go pierce a cow's nose so I can drag them to its demise. But if there's somebody bothered by this, I'm sure it's easy to remove. Yeah, I think this is a big non-story. I think they wanted their name in the news.
Yeah, sorry, that wasn't funny when you said that, but it was because because like that kind of symbolizes how ridiculous it is. That's like, okay, go ahead, Jaja, go ahead.
Well, I find it a little interesting because first, let's say we love animals, and I'm all for. I'm not with animal cruelty and anything like that. But first glance, this was pretty funny. But on a serious note, I did not know that the nose ring was used for that. And I'm sure a lot of people don't. So a lot of people aren't thinking of the nose ring being connected to that's how they're pulled and slaughtered to their death. Like, I would have to do research and find out what the heck they're even talking about. But if that is the case, I can see, why they wouldn't want to. But does that mean no cows in any art can have a nose ring now? Like, I don't like how.
But
far
that's what I'm
thinking?
saying. It's that once you allow one thing to fly, then it just keeps going. Censorship is a slope. Once you open the door one time, that's it. There's no limitations. There's no cap. But it's a video game, guys, and like it's Mario. I don't think that anyone. And like, sure, whatever. Remove the nose ring if you want to. But I guarantee you nobody was thinking about what the nose ring symbolizes.
They brought more attention to it than the nose ring itself.
They did. Because I guarantee you nobody knew. I guarantee you nobody that plays Mario Kart. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yes, there you go. I guarantee you nobody that plays Mario Kart understands what the nose ring means. So, like, yes, James, to your point, I think that, like... And, like, the letter that PETA wrote to Nintendo, like, it wasn't, like... we demand this tape be taken down right now. Like, it was, like, respectful. Like, they asked for it, and they, like, explained what... But, like, again, I don't think that it was a serious issue. And, like, this goes back to, like, people... Like, it's not as drastic, obviously. But this goes back to the whole argument, like, of playing Grand Theft Auto is gonna turn my child into a criminal. Like, it's obviously, like, two very drastic, like, two very different things. But it's kind of, like, in the same realm. Like, it's it's, like, seeing the nose ring... in the cow in a video game is not going to make people want to harm cows. You know what I mean? So it's just weird. It's just weird. And I'm not saying, I don't think that that's the point they're trying to say, but it's just a video game. It's just a video game. Nobody was thinking about it. It really is the point I'm trying to make.
I feel like this is not the first time I've seen a nose ring in a cow. So it's like, are you only coming after Mario, or should are you trying to apply this in general? Because
Mario is so popular, you know? So,
yeah, that's the part that I don't get about certain, like, it reminds me of the Power World thing. Like, you going after Power World, but everybody copies Pokemon, and you don't do nothing about it. So it's weird. You're only going after one specific instance of your issue, instead of
and it's fine, guys. Cow looks happy in this game. Nobody's dragging Cow to his death, so I think it's okay to just leave it. I'm very interested to see if they'll get any sort of response from this, but it's a video game. It's just
I don't think it would be a big deal to remove, but I also don't think it would be a big deal to keep.
Well, I think it'll be a big deal to remove just because of what the removal of it symbolizes, and it symbolizes the control of outside forces to, like, it's basically another form of censorship. It just like people have and I'm not saying that people shouldn't have the control. Like, if something is blatantly, like, offensive, then, like, like, people should be able to call on things to be, like, removed or changed. But I think in this instance, it's a little bit, honestly.
I was gonna say,
of everything.
if I was a developer, I would be like, hey, we were trying to bring awareness to cows' cruelty, and we were trying to highlight that this used to happen, and maybe it shouldn't happen anymore. And maybe we should see the nose ring to make awareness for this. It's a good flip.
Maybe, but I would see that if like, but because cat, I don't know. I guess I understand because like it's a fun video game and the cow has a nose ring. I guess people just don't want. I guess people want. I guess PETA wants to make sure that people understand that the nose ring is actually bad and it's not like a good thing to see a cow with the nose ring. You know what I mean? Because if you just look at this happy cow character in this game, you're like, oh, whatever, it's cool, he's happy, and then I guess they just want you to understand that like there's a negative connotation behind it, and it's not like sunshine and rainbows like playing Mario Kart, like playing cow in Mario Kart. So like I guess I understand that, but again, it's a slippery slope, so I don't really know where I stand on that. But yeah,
I'm sure Nintendo's happy because it keeps Mario Kart in the news when no one's talking about it anymore.
people are still playing it though. I don't think they need. Well, I don't know actually.
I don't think this would be the reason anybody buys Mario Kart.
Of course not. If they didn't buy
Well,
it
first they
before,
got to buy a Switch and then buy Mario Kart.
yeah. I feel like everybody that has a Switch too right now has Mario Kart. I feel like Mario Kart doesn't need any extra marketing, but sure, why not? All right, where are we going next? Let's talk about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I'm proud of my boy James playing Red Dead Redemption, one of the best games ever made, and it now has become the sixth best-selling video game in video game history. Round of applause to Red Dead Redemption. Shannon, you
Hmm.
really need to check out this game. The second one especially. It is just it's one of those games that is just like amazing.
I missed the Steam sale, so I don't
Yep,
know when
I
that's
bought it on
happening.
sale. Hey, I'm part of these sales numbers, so I can count the numbers now. Shannon, this is the sixth best-selling game of all time. I think you need to play it for that reason and that reason only. You see how ridiculous that sounds? But no, I
Listen,
have only heard good things about it.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
basing it off of my experience with the game. It is just one of those games where you're just like, it's almost overwhelming the amount of stuff that the game has in it and what you can do in the freedom.
I do want to
Actually, I
play
haven't
it.
started it yet. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start it this week. I've been on Rivals and no, I got my
Look,
cowboy hat right here. Let me
Jaja,
go ahead
take
and
back your praise. He hasn't even started it yet.
hey, I bought it though.
He hasn't started the
It's
game.
cool. I mean, I didn't finish the story to the second one. So I've been trying to get back into it. I don't know, Shannon, if you see it on discount, you should buy it. We get online and make a little squad, go run around online because I haven't even touched the online part of this game. And it's like very similar to GTA 5, where it's just a big open map. Everybody's running around doing whatever. And
I'll
like,
see how much it's selling for.
you can go hunting and you don't have to do the story. You could go just fishing, playing cards, and just living the Western life without even
Yeah,
touching the story.
it's like no, I've only heard good things about it. So, oh my god, wait, it's only $15 on the PlayStation Store. So,
Yeah, I was just about to say the PlayStation Summer Sale. It's on sale right now,
yeah, okay. So I have no excuse now. I missed the Steam sale, so I'll buy it. I'll buy it for PlayStation.
and it might be streamable on PlayStation, so you can play it on your portal once you get
Oh my!
new Wi-Fi.
Once I get new Wi-Fi, still hasn't happened yet. Eventually, though.
And
Eh,
I'm just like, why are they not like, I know we got GTA 6 on the horizon, but there should be, usually when there's a new GTA, there's like, little talks about Red Dead Redemption, the next Red Dead Redemption. Instead, people just want this one remastered or remade, but I think they need to come out with another Red Dead. I'm ready. I mean, I don't know. This game is so good that I don't know how much better they can make it, to be honest, but it would be
one
interesting to see them try.
one thing at a time, Jaja. Grand Theft Auto has to come out.
So
Drop
so at the
100 on
same
that,
time,
100 on the next Red Dead.
What'd you say?
I said 100 for Grand Theft Auto, 100 for the next Red Dead. That's
Probably.
$200.
Well,
That's half the price of a Nintendo Switch.
that's kind of once GTA comes out at $100, then yeah, that's it for that's it. All the rest of the games are gonna be that too from that company.
let's not jinx that. I'm knocking on wood for all three of us that that doesn't happen. So
Well, I don't plan to play Grand Theft Auto, so that is a problem for y'all to figure out when it's $100. I'll support y'all in
yeah,
spirit.
because it's kind of sad. Yeah, whatever price it's gonna be at, it's probably gonna get bought. And yeah, but
Yeah.
I know last week James went on a rant about how the numbers like don't base your opinion on the numbers. But I do want to just mention the games that are above it at least.
Mm-hmm.
And just to honorably mention, Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow is what Red Redemption 2 passed to get to the sixth spot. With its 70, huh?
I'm very surprised that Pokemon Red Yellow is number 7. I thought it would have been higher, but I don't know.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe, I don't know if they're counting like Fire Red and Leaf Green as like completely different games because they remastered those 3 games, well, Red and Blue. So when I go back to Red and Blue, I'm playing Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm not going back to Red and Blue. You know what I mean? So
True.
that kind of, threw up the sales. Maybe. I don't know if it's counted in there. But I'd be interested to see where Fire Red and Leaf Green are on this list, but quick.
All the way down.
But Red Redemption has 77 million sales so far at number 6. You got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at 77,320,000. We got Ark Survival Evolved, which is surprising because I feel like that's a free game, a free to play game, I thought. But that has 79,045,000 sales. So that's pretty interesting. Wii Sports, 82,900,000 sales. We got Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, that is surprising.
Mm-hmm.
We got Grand Theft Auto 5 at 215 million sales. And number 1, the king bad boy of the sales list is Minecraft at 350 million sales.
Not surprising.
So, yeah.
And still selling. People are still buying Minecraft to this day.
Yeah, because like there's a whole bunch of they release new. So is it that they're still buying the game or they're buying in-game purchases? Because I think we talked about this before. Because like they release new skins, they release new they have a bunch of new packs that they release and DLC. So I'm wondering is it the base game that's selling or is it?
I had a base game to get the new stuff.
That's true. But yeah, I'm not. Minecraft is just it's forever evolving. And it's super fun to play, so I'm not surprised that it's still selling so well. I'm not surprised at all.
And just to because a lot of games are coming out and people are looking at the sales. And I like when games like Expedition 33 come out to a massive sales numbers, right? Because that just proves a good game will sell, right? So I'm just looking at some of the more recent games on this list, and Hogwarts Legacy has 34 million sales. Elden Ring has 30 million sales. So good games are going to sell, and you don't have to base your opinion off of it or whatever, but it's definitely a good metrics to look at when small developers do it because, they're not getting the marketing that these big guys are. Hogwarts is going to sell. Elden Ring, it had a lot of hype behind it. But I think it's interesting, some of the games numbers, and some of them are deserving of them. Some of them are surprising, like Wii Sports.
Yeah. That's a good point, Jaja. I know that we were ranting about metrics, but metrics do help the small developers though. So I feel yes, I agree with you in that regard. It does help them for sure. James.
And it don't mean that everyone's going to love the game either.
I'm not sure.
Some people are going to. We're not arguing.
Here. Yeah, that's why I don't know what Shannon's talking about.
There's no argument because I agree.
The reason why something is good. I'm not saying sales metrics don't matter at all. I was saying it shouldn't be. Oh, this game is good because it sold this many numbers. That was what I was saying. I don't know where Shannon went with it.
I had to bring up your argument.
Some tequila over there.
I agree with James. I was bringing up an argument just because since we're talking about sales this week after that rant last week, I didn't want to make it seem like.
Yeah, these are fun fact numbers, such as the fun fact that Oregon Trail, a game that came out in 1971, is on this list at 65 million sales.
That is so crazy.
That's Oregon Trail sold that much, and something that came out in 1971.
That is actually really crazy. I'm surprised.
Didn't they remake it? I feel like there's a new version of it out, but that game is a classic. I remember playing that on Windows 9.
Yeah, I'm surprised. You gotta think about how many people were gaming at that time, how many people were even able to game because it was on.
Yeah.
Consoles weren't in everyone's household at that time, so
no.
To sell 65 million, I'm sure it's happened over time. It probably wasn't all at once, but to still be going this hard. Hey,
I think that game was on floppy disk.
Had to have been 1971.
It's crazy. I'm surprised that Oregon Trail is up here and not Civilization, which is like another strategy game. But that is very surprising that it's in the top. And it's like, what number is it? When like, is this real? I don't know. I feel like this is Wikipedia, so I feel like I need to double check that on another source.
They might have got us.
I don't know, because like for it to be
1984,
for it to be number 10, I don't know.
10th best-selling game of all time. Hey,
yeah.
Oregon Trail is one of them ones, I guess.
You know, this is all like estimates because you know to get the exact number is hard for some of these games. Like Microsoft don't release their numbers, so you know people are estimating the Microsoft numbers on most of this stuff.
That's true. Let's see.
It's a rough estimate.
What sold over 65 million copies worldwide? That might be accurate. That's
I trust Wikipedia more than some other things.
Talking about something that's about to sell copies. I think Helldivers 2 is about to be a smash now that they added this Halo ODST tease. I don't know if y'all seen it, but the Xbox trailer came out for the game and they teased at the end you might be able to play as ODST characters from Halo, which is like a near perfect fit for that game. So that game's about to do good on Xbox, I think. I have it on PC and I even want to buy it again for Xbox. That's crazy. It's insane. I'm not going to do it.
Don't do that. All right. Anything else in video game news before? Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah. Anything else in video game news before we move on to TV movie news?
I was going to call out Pokemon for their plagiarism recently in the card game. They took fan art of the game and tried to use it as a limited edition of Pokemon. One of the legendaries for Ho. They using fan art. It was found and they had to take it down. And there was a while in the game where the card literally didn't have any art. It just said like art's coming soon or something like that because they had to change the art because it was somebody else's art that they stole. So calling out Nintendo for this because you know they want to call people out for plagiarism when they're doing it themselves. And you know they acted like it was a mistake and one of this kind of the same thing that happened with what's the Sony game that had the stolen assets in it? It's a similar excuse they gave, like, oh, we didn't know this employee used these assets and you know it will never happen again type of thing. So we're just calling them out real quick.
Is this hold on? That's kind of wild though, because how does that even happen? Like, did they
cool
do
picture.
like they did that intentionally? They took somebody's art intentionally? That sounds so crazy. Why?
I mean, I can't speak to the intentions, but it was in the game. It was found that it was stolen fan art, and now they're changing it. So whether they knew about it or not, I don't know. I don't know the extent of that.
It's important to call out that Pokemon TCG Pocket is not directly related to Nintendo, so you can't equate the fact that Nintendo is suing for Power World. Two different things, but still, just as slimy though.
It's cool.
But it is kind of wild that they did that.
Yeah, sick.
And like, I don't know.
Shout out to Marvel Rivals though. They use like community emotes, so like some of the emotes in the game are like fan art, but they do reach out to the person and then they credit them too. Like it'll say art by such and such. Because yeah, there's an artist that I follow. He has 2 emotes in the game now that he drew.
That's cool. Are they getting compensated for that?
That part I don't know, but they definitely reach out to him and ask first, like, hey, can we use this?
Listen, don't be using my art in the game without paying. Anyway, but I hope some kind of compensation is happening. I'm sorry. Do you guys hear my dog like whining in the background?
Not really.
She's gone. Never mind.
Tiny bit. But just to mention from this, I think that the person that they stole the art from should get paid or could sue, but they might not have any legal action because apparently in the Pokemon company's legal disclaimers, it suggests the company is aware that fans create artwork using its characters and it reserves the right to reuse or modify those images. So it's literally in their disclaimer that they can steal people's fan art, and that's very interesting.
This is why people should read the fine print. That's insane.
Uno reverse right there. You thought you were going to sue Pokemon for stealing your design, but they're suing you because you designed. Oh man, that's nasty.
That's crazy. That's actually really bad. That's crazy. And that sounds kind of maniacal. Like, why would you like? Anyway, okay. I don't really have any words for that. So, Thunderbolts is going to Disney Plus, and Disney took the original poster, which included like all the Thunderbolts, like some of them were holding weapons and things like that. So when they edited it for the Disney Plus advertisement, they removed all of the weapons and stuff that the characters were holding, and they took out Taskmaster from the poster, which that I'm not too concerned about because Taskmaster was barely in the movie. But they removed the weapons for their advertisement on Disney Plus. So another form of censorship. I understand why, because like whatever, Disney Plus, like, you know, it's marketed towards kids as well. But there's no point in censoring the poster when the movie is still violent. So I don't really understand why we did that.
Well, Disney Plus is no longer just a kid's platform.
No, it's not.
They got all types of crazy stuff on there now.
They do.
And I would be more like, whether I'm okay with this or not doesn't matter. It just doesn't make sense to me that they use the same exact picture and remove the weapons. Like, you couldn't find a different picture.
It looks really dumb. It looks really dumb. And again, like, there's no point in doing it because it's not like you're censoring the movie. Like, are you taking all the violent things out of the movie? People are going to watch it and it's still going to be the same. So I'm wondering why, like, what the purpose of this was. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But speaking of Disney Plus, Hulu is soon going to be phased out and is fully integrating into Disney Plus. So with that being said, I expect my Hulu Disney, my Hulu Disney HBO Max bundle or whatever bundle I have to go down in price as soon as that happens.
That's an interesting point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, right? Like, is my subscription going to go down because it's merging into one app? If it doesn't, I'm going to be truly outraged. Are we expecting everything from Hulu to go over to Disney Plus, or is some stuff not making it over to Disney Plus from Hulu?
I'm fully integrating it. I'm expecting everything from Hulu to just be on Disney.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So
it's going to be like a massive platform.
Yeah, I mean, there's been talks about Disney Plus not really doing too good, and if they own Hulu, I mean, why not make it one app instead of
That's true.
splitting
It'll
your
drive.
subscribers?
That's true, because it'll drive traffic. Because, yeah, I think like Disney Plus, unless there's something actively out that's new, like they have a new show airing like Star Wars or like a new Marvel show that's out, then it's just all old. I don't know. Like, I guess it's like all like classic stuff that like not everybody is.
That's another reason. Like, they're starting to have animes on Disney Plus, like that anime I mentioned, Bullet. I want to check it out because I want to like. Everybody's just getting anime now. It's like kind of insane. Netflix has a ton of anime. Crunchyroll. I haven't even touched High Dive and all those other ones. It's like insane.
I need to actually cancel my High Dive subscription. I was actually charged for that the other day, and I'm like, I haven't watched this. I haven't touched this platform in like 2 months.
You're gonna have to watch Made in Abyss over. Might as well.
That's true. Whenever the 3rd season comes out. Yeah, Disney Plus is, because like they have like K-dramas on there now too. Yeah, they've like really like expanded their platform, but they're gonna need to do a lot of like, they're gonna need to do like a lot of configuration to make the app like how am I going to quickly find? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see like how they do it when they fully merge everything. But all that to be said, I expect my subscription price to go down, and I don't know if it mentions that at all.
Yeah, and I don't know whose interface do you like better, Disney or Hulu?
I think I like Disney's interface better than Hulu's. Yeah, I think so.
I was going to lean towards Hulu. I feel like it's easier to find what you're looking for on Hulu, but Hulu just mimics like HBO Max. Disney's a little bit different. At least. Like, theirs is unique a little bit.
Yeah, I like their interface, and I feel like they'll probably keep I don't know. We'll see when it actually happens. But yeah, it does make sense financially to just merge it into one. It's true. So we'll see what happens when that happens. All right. So if you are a Crunchyroll Mega or Ultimate fan, going into anime news now, meaning if you pay Crunchyroll a ton of money per month for your subscription, you can see Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle movie, like 3 days early. So I guess if you're already a subscriber, if you're already a tiered subscriber in that tier, that's good news. Infinity Castle comes out on September 9th, and then it's widely released in theaters on the 12th. Actually, so like 3 days early. And that's around the corner. So I need to go buy my ticket for that because I'm sure tickets are on sale already.
Yeah, and I might take advantage of that Crunchyroll offering since, we all Crunchyroll subscribers. Might as well.
But are you a Mega subscriber?
It has to be Mega. You can't just be, I don't know what level I'm at.
You have to be Mega or Ultimate.
Higher tiered one.
I don't know which one I am.
Actually, I'm curious to know which one I am because I know that
I feel like I'm Mega. Like, Why wouldn't I be Mega?
Because it's a lot of money. Oh, I'm a Mega fan too.
Yeah, I feel like Mega's like the regular one.
I think Mega is like the first tiered. Like I think that's like the first
Because
like ad free.
they lucky. Because I was about to flame them up. Right now. Why would you not give that to all your? Like, why would you lock out a majority of your subscribers from getting that perk? Like, that's real dumb. But anyway.
Yeah, I think Mega is like the first paid tier, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
We good, Crunchyroll. We good.
I mean, yeah. So either way, I was going to see it, whether I saw it on the 9th or whether I saw it 3 days later. I'm not in a rush to say that I saw it before anyone else. So whatever. It's going to get seen.
I see it.
Yeah. But if anyone wasn't aware and you are a subscriber of Crunchyroll, then there you go. You can see it 3 days early.
I want to see it when there's no kids in the theater. That's when I want to see it.
You think they're going to be... Oh, of course there's going to be a lot of kids there. Well, I don't know when that is.
Gotta go early.
See it No. Gotta go early or really late at night.
During the school day.
That's true. Because because school will be back in session. Yeah, so go
for the early screening.
No, there's going to be kids there too. I'm sure. Because I'm sure they'll let you buy like more than one ticket. Yeah, you got to go like in the middle of the school day. Like on a Wednesday at 2:00. That's the best time. Because kids are going to ruin the experience for you. For
Absolutely. Sure. Curious what TikTok trend is going to come about from this one.
And then if you are a frequent flyer of Delta, which I'm not.
Yes. Speaking of Crunchyroll.
Yes. So Delta just made a deal with Crunchyroll that is going to basically you're going to have a lineup of anime available for in-flight watching on your Delta flights. And that's pretty cool, actually. When I saw that, I was like, oh, good for people that fly Delta. I am sad because I usually only fly JetBlue, but that's cool for the people that fly Delta that you're going to be able to watch anime. Because then you don't have to worry about depending on what is made available to you, like you don't have to worry about downloading anything on your phone or your iPad.
Right.
You could just watch. Yeah.
Speaking of someone who just went on a flight, and I downloaded a bunch of episodes to watch, and I was interested to know whether they were going to let you log into your account or will it be a limited selection. It looks like they're going to give you a 24-hour free trial. So you'll have full access to anything on there, and you might even have access after you get off the flight for a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, so basically, you get a new 24-hour access every time you fly. Then, obviously,
something
right?
like that.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, like a temp account.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool because I thought that it was just gonna be here are some anime that we're just gonna put in the anime section of the entertainment catalog. But if you can actually log into Crunchyroll and watch literally anything you want, that's pretty cool. And yeah,
it is tough.
Yeah, and that takes a chunk out of you having to worry about I didn't download my shows in time because that happens to me all the time. But I don't fly Delta, so it's not gonna happen for me. I don't know. Do any of you fly Delta?
This will make you fly Delta, huh?
No, it won't.
I wouldn't mind flying Delta. Oh, listen. Gotta get to where you gotta get to.
I prefer United, but
I'm about to say, James, you're always flying. What airline is your preferred airline?
Yeah, no, I prefer United, but if Delta is available and convenient, then I'll take that too.
Yeah, and cheaper. It still depends. Just because I can watch anime for free doesn't mean I'm gonna buy your overpriced flight, Delta.
With the extra to watch 2 hours of anime before you fall asleep.
So that's really the important thing. But it is cool though, and it'll be cool if it came to other airlines as well. But it probably won't. But we'll see.
For Shannon's Japan trip, she'll be watching all the anime she needs.
Yeah. Yep. Whenever that happens, soon. I hope. Soon.
Probably next month, knowing you.
Ah. Meanwhile, I'm not the one that actually went to Japan on a month's notice. It's the end of the podcast. I'm not going to be throwing shade at people. It's cool.
Shade.
It's cool.
Couldn't make it one without throwing some shade.
You started. You threw it first. All right. Does anyone else have anything before we wrap up for this week? No? All right. Well, everyone, thank you for joining us for another week of the podcast. Again, thank you to all of our new subscribers. Continue to follow the podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or your podcast listening app of choice. But more importantly, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like and comment. And yeah, continue leaving your thoughts. Yeah, James, the people, like Jaja said earlier, the people want to hear more rants from you. So you should definitely.
I got something to rant about.
They want to hear more James rants. But yes, please subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're always showing stuff on there. So it's important if you want to see what we're talking about, subscribe.
Shannon's blind boxes.
Yeah. I'll, as I continue to, I'm not buying anymore.
She'll
But,
buy some every week.
Need some kind of crowdfunding for that, then sure. But yes, we appreciate all of you. And as always, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Blerds Nerds, follow us on TikTok, BlerdsNerds_pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com, if you are a creator of color in the nerd space and are interested in coming on to talk about your work. And yeah, follow us on all the normal podcast channels. As always, I'm Shannon.
James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.